we go again, everyone, on another train this very damp and wet Tuesday here in London. Yes, it's September, and the hot weather we've been having recently here in London and England, well, I guess that's been an added bonus for 2019. It's certainly overcast and cloudy today, as you can see, as we speed towards the next stop and further east. Thanks for joining at 1136 UFUN13. What a name, but why not? We're going to be passing Canary Wharf shortly. I made an earlier journey today here on the Docklands Light Railway, which we're travelling on now. I made an earlier journey in the opposite direction, so now we're returning to where we first started out from. Next stop, Limehouse. Yeah, well, as I say, I'll be really careful here at the moment standing out because it's so slippery. We might not need to watch out because of loads of people on the train. It's not rush hour, so there are not a lot of people around. Oh, man is closing the doors. There we go. And as you can see, the train is not too full at the moment. But you still got to be careful because the floor has some nasty surprises if you're not watching out. Just share with you the view that I showed earlier on. All the boats moored up here at Limehouse. If you were here a couple of days ago, it would have been an awesome day with nothing but blue skies around, more like the Mediterranean on a good day. All the buildings, tall ones, in the Canary Wharf estate area, Isle of Dogs, are in the distance and you can see them. Is that Crissbury? Possibly in the southwest of England. I wonder what the weather's doing like there at the moment. Probably as bad as it is here. Hey Chris, hope you're well. Haven't seen you recently in our broadcasts, but hey, you're here now. Maybe you've been watching the replays. As you can probably just make out, Canary Wharf to the left as that train passes in the opposite direction. And yeah, we'll be a bit closer to that fairly shortly. Seriously, it's sunny there. Now, I'm not often envious of somewhere when it has sunnier weather than London, but it's so bad here today. Well, bad when you want sunshine. I don't mind any weather. I like all weather, but today it would have done me a favour if it was sunny. The journey would have been less hectic this morning. It was very, very busy at the train stations, and people that caught my previous broadcasts would have seen that Stratford was madly busy, very, very hectic, and you had to not only navigate through the crowds, but you had to be careful and, well, watch yourself on the floor, as I was just showing here, because it's so wet. But anyway, we're just leaving the station now. This is West Ferry Station. Someone making their mind up whether or not to sit down. Do you feel like you're on the train there, Chris? Anyone else for that matter? Oh, it's no wonder I'm slippery on the floor. Below my feet, it's even more wet than where I just showed you. So this is the edge of Canary Wharf. A reminder for those that are new here, Canary Wharf isn't a public area. I mean, it's open to the public, but it's actually a privately owned estate, surrounded by plenty of security, particularly for the vehicles that enter, having to be checked at all times. Where's the main building? There it is. The station, Canary Wharf Station, train station there with that red arch. Yeah. We brought that to you some months back actually when there was a protest there and people gluing themselves, yeah, you heard me right, gluing themselves to the roof of one of these trains that I'm on at the moment. It's all over the media, all to do with climate change protesters. We're at Poplar now. And we remember Rosie Samantha, who joins us regularly, that this is an area she's certainly expressed an interest in because it's somewhere she's very familiar with, certainly in the past. Her family being in and around the area as well. Of course, it's not half as busy as it would be during the rush hour. It's now 14 minutes to the hour of 1 p.m. here in London, local time, as we broadcast live. Melvin and Morris, one. Hello to you. Interesting name. There's a security, one of the security checkpoints that I was referring to earlier on when I said that security is definitely checking the vehicles in and out of, certainly going into the Canary Wharf estate. HSBC's headquarters in London, and then over here as well, Barclays, as I always point out as I can, their headquarters as well, One Churchill Place. That is Billingsgate Market. You may have just read that, the building with the yellow roof. That's London's major fish trading market and seafood. It's open very early, and I'm telling you, you definitely get a good catch there. I bet you get a good catch down in Devon though, don't you, Chris? No Russian, apparently. No Russian. Certainly don't, no Russian yet. I do not speak any Russian. I speak the common language of the World Wide Web and Internet. English. Oh yeah. You can see how the weather's doing with those grey clouds. Take a snapshot of those if you must. Not a very good day today. Here we are back at Blackwall. We were here earlier on because, as I said just before, we headed in the opposite direction when I was going in towards London. There's all the traffic lining up to go into the Blackwall Tunnel, and above the traffic and the buildings you can just see the arch, the top of the arch, as I point out, the Orb it's called, and the Orb is up at Stratford where we're heading ultimately to catch our final train. There you can just see that steel structure above the trees disappearing. There it goes. That was built for the Olympics in 2012. It's right next to the Olympic Park. Where are you watching from, people? Obviously you're watching from the screen, or watching the screen of your digital device. That's the O2 again. Always showing you that. Just to the riverside, on the south side of the river. And there's your River Thames as it twists through this part of London and around the Isle of Dogs. Wolves. What about wolves? You've certainly lost me with that. Almost. Seemed to be just like a random comment. Wolves. Right. Oh, everybody ready? Yep. Here we go. Doors are closed. I love it. They always tell me to mind the doors, but they don't realise I do travel here regularly. Of course, the operator doesn't know whether I'm a regular traveller on the Docklands Light Railway, so they inevitably warn me when they can see that I've got my camera pointing out the doors, and they're just doing their job, keeping us all safe. O2 again, just appearing there on the south side of the river, and just to the left of it there, which is technically more to the east, you can see what looks like a cable car, the London Emirates airline, for those foot passengers that want to reach the south side of the river from the north or vice versa. Ooh. I think the river's... Oh, the river... I think earlier on, maybe I was just dreaming, I can't remember. I think it was the day it was higher up when we checked the river, the tributary here. The River Lee, this is. That is a tributary into the River Thames. Look at all these new buildings that have gone up here. The purple one, there's a red one behind it. The browny, orange, yellowy looking one, and the station that we're about to reach, which is Canning Town, is round a massive bend here. It's one of the largest bends, I think, on a railway that I know of. Just coming into the station now, you can just see everyone waiting at the platform. And we're going to change lines here carefully because it's very slippery. Oh yeah. Question is, is there going to be anyone standing in the way? It's pretty good today. Usually there's someone standing right in the middle of the doors and you can't. Everyone's just too busy on their digital devices, as you can see. And there we go, even this lady, she's getting on the train, but she's too busy on her digital device. Yeah, they send messages, these digital devices, so fast, but not fast enough that someone can just look away from it from a moment, board a train or a light from the train, and then continue with what they were doing afterwards on their digital device once they boarded the train. No, they've got to instead have their face stuffed into the screen of their cell phone, mobile phone, which means that they walk slower, which means people board the train slower because we're caught and stuck behind them and have to get on the train at their speed, their slow speed, and it causes problems. Okay, here we are on our next train as we head towards Stratford. 2 stops, the second one being the final one. The second stop is the final stop for this train, and it's where I catch my next train. Right, okay, here we go then. This train a little busier than the last one, I think you can see there. Look, everyone joining us, new people, that's good. If you are new, Ray Wiley, if you just caught us by accident, by chance, don't forget to follow and press the 3 dots on the bottom corner of your screen. There's 2 things that I can certainly recommend. One is follow me, and then you'll receive notifications every time we go live, and you won't just catch this again in the future by chance. And if you receive a notification, then you have the option of joining in the chat live, not just watching the replay, but also Ray Wiley and Eduardo_Andrade. I think that's how you're pronouncing your names. Hey, I could have got it worse. I could have said Tracy. But the other option, if you press the 3 dots, is that there's a map on there. You can see where I am live. You can see the location right now. Invaded country. Would you like to explain, please, Dax BR? That obviously was a statement. It was obviously an exclamation telling us that you are typing from a country that has been invaded. Is that right? I think that's what you're saying, but only you can tell us for sure. Right, we're now at West Ham Station, and the next one's the final stop on the line. We're on the Jubilee line, and let's see, this is above ground, although this is the London Underground, the Tube. It is above ground at this point because it's near the end of the line, and it's very wet out here at the moment, that I can tell you. And as you can see, plenty of people on this car as well, carriage. Usually call them cars these days, technically. Oh look, yeah, everybody busy on their digital devices, as you can see. Yeah, doing something. I bet they're not doing work. Maybe they're talking to each other, like I often suggest. You know, yep, everybody doing it. There you are. They probably just matched up on Tinder and matched to the person next to them. Even those two, yeah, don't get me wrong. I know what I'm talking about, saying, hello Matthew Calkin, thank you for the hearts. I haven't reminded everyone, but yeah, there you are, there's someone who's on old school, why not? There you are, makes a change, doesn't it? From sticking your head into the screen. Reading a traditional book. There we go. I wonder how many people are actually watching our broadcast. Maybe that's what they're doing. Is it hot in Australia today, Matthew? Matthew's a regular. He's in Perth, Western Australia, usually. He might not be. Now that I've said that, Matthew's probably going to say, no, actually, I'm on vacation holiday at the moment in Tahiti in the middle of the Pacific. Or Hawaii. It's evening. Yeah, but what's the weather like? It could still be raining. I realise it might not be sunny, unless it's early evening, but you're going to tell us, Matthew. And the time there now in Western Australia, is it something like 10:56 p.m. or something? Come on. What do you think? Tell me. Nice. 7:56 p.m. Okay, interesting. We're almost at our last stop here, the final destination, but the train has stopped. You can see out the door there, the train has definitely stopped because it's waiting for a platform to become available, or at least be told which platform out of the 2 or 3 available ones it should be expected to pull into. Unfortunately, I've got to wait now for my next train because I'm just a few minutes late to catch, well, the one that's just left. It's my, well, 4 Nova. Hello to you. No. Well, I'm always working. So I guess the answer is yes. I'm heading now back out of London. I had some personal work to be doing this morning. Oh, and actually there was something else. So yeah, there's a little bit of work involved, meeting wise. And then now I'm heading back to where my journey started early this morning to continue more work, which is related to live streaming actually, but in a more professional way. Well, this isn't professional, you understand, in the sense that we try and conduct ourselves properly, politely and professionally, but you know, you get to see more about the person behind the other stuff that's happening. So watch this space, because I specialise in live streaming of events. So when I get back to where I'm headed to now in about an hour and a half, 90 minutes, I will be working on our new streaming system, our new service that will be offered to whoever needs it. Event organisers, product launches, fashion shows, music, live music events, all those sort of people that are organising such events, expos. So those people will be interested in what we're putting together. More about that soon though. Right, we've arrived at the station that is Stratford. Again, this was the home of the 2012 Olympic Games. As I was saying to you, this is the end of the line where this train just stopped. It literally is. There's the end of the line. There's the front, or what will now be the rear of the train. And there's everyone exiting the train because it goes no further. So they're either catching another train or a bus or another mode of transport. Maybe they're catching a skateboard. Or some of them might just be shopping or working in Stratford today, and that might be why we're seeing that they're here. Who knows? I wonder. We're going to have to be kept wondering. Now, the thing is, guys and girls, there we are, Stratford Station. That was, as I say, the Jubilee line on the subway underground system. This lady's just exited a time machine, I think. We've just come off of the Jubilee line on a tube train, and I think she has her own TARDIS, possibly. Maybe not. It's good to see people that are, when I say different, what do I mean? I mean, I would say unique, original. Mr. Blinder. See, this lady's too busy on her digital device, so she's going to walk up here very slowly. And could be a bit faster, but we all have to be held back because she's too busy multitasking. As you can see, I was right, there you go. That's what people do now. They, oh no, we're not recording, it's live. There you go. Got to say it as it is, because it is as we say. Don't record me, you fucking idiot. You heard it here first from that lady. She'll get the next job from us. I don't think so. Love it. Anyway. There you go. That's why you watch this channel, for such moments, I know. It's all good. And then there are people that look at you like you're talking to yourself. Oh dear, what's going on here? Hello son, haha, you are a joker. Not quite, no, just living something called life. Now I'd like to get through there, but to do that I need a ticket. So I'm just trying to sort out my ticket as I speak with you guys and girls. I think I've done that by putting my ticket in the gate. There you go. Right, don't know if you saw it open there. I wasn't too focused, excuse the pun, on my camera. Right, excuse the shoddy camera work, but when you're trying to exit a station, he's a joke of a ab. Hi Brenda, loving it. Ha ha, who said that? Mr. Bud. Well, no, that's what people are like. Don't record me, you fucking idiot. Well, I don't want to upset you, but I wasn't recording you. We were live. And you just made yourself look worse than a fucking prune. Well, actually, no, it could have been a mouldy prune, judging by the look of her. I'll say no more. And but those are the moments in life you just have to cherish. I mean, she wasn't complaining about the fact that there's about a good 60 CCTV cameras watching her for security purposes and recording her. They would be recording her as she walks through the station and around this area. Even out here, you know, we are being watched by Big Brother. I can show you, just to clarify, somewhere like there, for example, no bones, that might be a street lamp, but just next to it you've got another pole there with some cameras on it. But it's okay for them. Yes, I mean, she didn't know who I was or what I was doing. That's the great thing. People open their mouths, could I say in her language, fucking mouths. So we do like to be family friendly here, but you know, why not take the opportunity of crossing the street when the lights say you shouldn't, but there's no traffic coming. So here's the old Stratford shopping centre, everyone. I say old, the original one, because behind me, before I head away from it, I can just show you that's the awesome Westfield shopping centre. If you want anything, you'll find it in this area. It's almost as good as central London and Oxford Street. Slap the bitch. I wouldn't waste my energy, my friend. I hope you're following though. Do follow. What's happened, Marty? Oh, well, a lady didn't want us to film her, so she literally turned to me while we were walking along and exclaimed in so many words that I shouldn't film her. And I think she was more upset when I just responded, we're not filming, we're live. And she'd been captured and there was no rewinding or editing her out. And I've got to say, I mean, if you're going to do that, I'm going to show a little more of you, whereas I might not have done otherwise. I mean, I need to show everyone that's watching where such a trout was heading and what she was like, just to show you that you can't judge a book by its cover. She looked rather well presented, but there you go. She wasn't happy that a camera was pointing at her. Then in that case, she shouldn't have stepped out of her. While I'm here, is that? Yes, I am. I'm at Stratford, at the Stratford Centre, the original shopping centre, as I was saying a moment ago. And I've just stepped into a store for something I don't need, but if I had it, I would have bought it. But no, it's out of stock. I thought so because the price was too good the last time. It was ridiculous. There's something I usually purchased for like $10 and it was only like $2.75 the last time, but they haven't got any in stock at the moment. And I don't think they'll have any in the future, something tells me. But there you are. At least, you know, we had one opportunity. Something I actually kind of need at the moment, which is a cover for a digital device. So I might have a good old peruse and browse at that stuff in a short time when I leave you guys and girls, because I'm going to have to leave you. Power's low, I can charge it, but not immediately. Your favourite store. Long-term listeners, viewers will know, followers certainly, if you've been with us for a while with our community, you'll know that this is one of our favourite stores, yeah? Poundland, the equivalent of the United States of America's 99 cents or dollars stores. What are you getting, mate? Grocery? I'm not, but there's plenty here. That looks, look at that, look how fresh that stuff looks. It really is quite well presented, actually. And then I think it's probably same person selling such stuff over there. Look, you want a good look at that? Fancy shoving one of those marrows somewhere? We'll leave that conversation there. I'm a very long time listener. You are, and viewer, and supporter. 14 years, really. I think that's 14 doggy years. As I remember rightly, human years is about 7 for every 1 dog year. So that makes a couple of, I think that's about right, isn't it? What sort of dog are you then, Mr. Farmer? Or is it competition winner? The girl that we just bumped into, who opened her gob, her shitty mouth, I think she needs some of this stuff here. That will certainly clean it out, her mouth. There you are. Oh, you can hear that she's definitely got me onto a topic now. Yeah. I work on a farm, everyone. Yes, you do. Yeah. You certainly are, as we all know now, the farmer that likes to frequent, or even frequent, martinshine.com and his broadcasts as and when they happen. And not to mention, of course, or forget to mention, martinshine.live. Hey, you need any baggage in your life? I'll tell you something. One of those cases could come in very handy. I've seen them before. The only problem with them is, this is the one I would go for. I've seen it before around, but it's only got one handle. Now, while they look really slim and sleek, one handle, it's not as easy to balance when you're in a hurry and wheeling it along. If it sort of tips left and right suddenly, just, you know, sort of goes to overbalance as you're rushing through the station concourse or even this shopping centre or the sidewalk pavement. The trouble is it will tend to sort of, well, go out of control if you're not careful. Whereas these ones with two handles, much better for stability. Okay, but they're not as appealing as the one that I just seen there with one handle. So what we're going to do, maybe I'll have to just buy an extra handle from somewhere and strap it on. Someone's going to tell me, hey look, do you need a rug or two? Is this something that takes your fancy? That's pretty bright, isn't it? Well, don't forget to follow, people, otherwise you won't catch us next time. They are bedding over there as well, rugs. That's an awesome one. Not my kind of thing, but it's definitely for someone, because there's some decent. This is actually quite nice as well. I like the fact that it is blue going into that sort of winey red colour, maroon. You like the bikes? I've got to say, I missed the bikes. Bikes. Did we show bikes? I'm not sure. Look at this one. This is a decent blue as well. Haven't seen any prices on these yet, but we're not buying them, so we won't ask. But they do look decent. I think you'll agree. The man's busy. Oh, maybe he's watching us. And the clothes as well. There you are. Yes, says the farmer. Excellent. All right, there you go. Oh, now here's what you might want, Mr. Farmer. I knew we'd find it somewhere. You definitely want. How about look at that one? Do you want the pink one with the green and the yellow and the orange? That'll probably suit you. I wouldn't mind, but there's something seems to be sticking out of that one. Right. Yes, there you go. And these are only £10 if you're interested. Get on down to Stratford. I like that one. That reminds me of when we were in Greenwich a short time ago, and there was just trying to remember the lady's name down there, and she upcycles clothing and dyes it, and I think that's the sort of thing. Shireen, I think her name may have been, possibly. I have to double check on my facts, but there you are. That was very nicely presented. And then we were here the other day, actually. I spoke with this lady here, bought something from her. But look, these are the sort of items. Anyone out there, would you consider something like that if it was someone's birthday? Anyone that's not in London thinking, I could do with one of those as a gift for someone, whether it's a clock, or one of the smaller things even. Look, a pen with a soldier's fez. Not a fez, a busby is what they call those, don't they? The hats there. And then you've got the smaller things here, such as coasters, you know, and of course tea towels. Awesome, with a Union flag or a telephone booth from London. Big Ben. I dare you to have a pop at. I can't have a pop at someone if they're behaving themselves and respecting us like we should be respecting them. And in general, they are. We don't have a pop for just wanting to have a pop. That would go back to the days of soccer, football, hooliganism, that sort of thing. And really, check these flowers out. I bought something from these guys and girls the other day, actually. Not flowers, but plants. As you can see, they're pretty awesome. So get on down to Stratford Centre if you want these sort of prices for your buds. Yeah, there we go. Oh, well, there you are. Somebody just inadvertently wouldn't stop to push it back. He'd just take it with him. It's a nice try. He wanted to take. Look at that. He was going to take about £100 worth of flowers with him for free. He thought no chance. No, he thought it was going to. So everyone's watching. It's okay. So nice one. Anyway, there you go. And if you want a cactus, if you want to sit, there you go. That was quite hilarious, actually. Right, I'm heading back now to the direction that we started in. I'll say thanks for watching, everyone. And I must travel down. You must. No Chill Bill. No, the red one. So I've got you. That was in terms of the the rug that we were watching before. If you want jewellery, yeah, anyone know what the time is? This man does. Here you go. All right, you want it? He's got it. How about that? £8 for a timepiece. I don't think they're Bluetooth, but even so, for that money, what do you expect? Come on, seriously. Okay. But there you are. Whole range of watches, other jewellery, rings, and see, he should be doing what I'm doing now, but he's not. I guarantee he's not. He's looking at some. No, he's not. No, he's not watching films. No, he could be. Could be. Well, not what you're suggesting, anyway. It's all right. It's okay, everyone. If you're on Periscope, then it's probably best. Comments first. There you go. This is one of the fruit stalls. I bought something from this man recently, but he hasn't had back in stock what I bought from him, which was blackberries. They were awesome, but I think that they were never to be repeated, blackberries that I bought from him recently. On that note, I'm going to leave you, everyone. I'll catch you soon. Thanks for watching, and well, Stratford's where it's happening. I'll be back here, by the way, in about 10 hours' time. Yeah. So follow, exactly 10 hours' time. We'll be here. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Do follow, and you won't miss a thing. Bye for now.